I just rafted the Grand Canyon with these yahoos. But we learned a lot of stuff that I didn't know.
While the Grand Canyon boasts as much adventure as you can handle, there's a lot that Central Oregonians like me may not know. Like, while John Wesley Powell's expedition of 1869 was the first known time that humans circumnavigated the entire canyon by boat, it was actually John Strong Newberry, you know, the guy we named the National Volcanic Monument down the road after. He was the first scientist into the canyon with the Ives expedition of 1857. Newberry spent over a week at the bottom of the canyon where he described and sketched for the first time the famous rocks making up the walls of the canyon, pronouncing it the most splendid exposure of stratified rocks in the world. Now, before the river was dammed, the Colorado was susceptible to a lot of flooding, sometimes even violent flash floods that carried a lot of water and sediment.
There you go.
On the top left portion of this passing rock, you'll see some logs that were left there by a previous flood showing just how high the water once ran here. Now take those floods, multiply them by thousands of years, and over time that erosion creates and reveals this cavern in the rock. The world-famous Red Wall Cavern is dead ahead. At one time, where I'm standing, would have been a dark, swirling eddy of icy cold canyon water and rocks and sediment carried from upstream. When the water withdrew, much of the rocks and sediment got left behind, leaving a deep sandy beach flanked by walls that are eroded limestone. Also leaving behind a great place for lunch, a game of frisbee, and a drum circle jam.
What is this? A little...
The floods also left behind red-tinted boulders that reveal fossils dating back millions of years. Those rocks, as well as the cavern walls, are tinted red because of the iron content in the materials that formed them.
You're a very unique looking layer of rock.
Coming up on the confluence of the Colorado and Little Colorado River is a trip.
Mom, it looks like the ocean.
It does.
Suddenly you find yourself staring at something, I guess psychedelic is how I could best describe it. Get this, that almost neon blue water is the Little Colorado River, running head-on with the green tint of the Colorado. How did it get that way? Not far from here, both the Blue and Sapapo Springs join the river with minerals from a kind of limestone that contains calcium carbonate. It's a substance you'll find in chalk, antacids, and eggshells. The calcium carbonate dissolves into the river, turning it this amazing turquoise blue, and the gentle rapids and warmer water entice folks like me to put on a life jacket and go for a magic carpet ride. Hey, in my business, you gotta do anything to get the shot. Next week, we'll climb up high and sink low. Like, really, really, really low.